Now, it's always worth keeping an eye out for better deals on your home phone. There are more than 23 million landlines in the UK. The average we spend on landlines is £20 a month and 75 pence a month. Half is paid for line rental, the other half paid for calls.
And we chat for around 5.5 hours a month on our home phone, so there's certainly scope in there to make some substantial savings. Well, Michael Phillips is Product Director of homephonechoices.co.uk. Michael, thank you for joining us. If you want to save money on your landline phone, I think we're all fairly used to shopping around to get the best mobile deal, but we don't seem to have the same culture for doing that with the phone in our homes.
I mean, we're very used to shopping around for things like energy, but we don't seem to do the same thing with our home phone. It's almost like it's the forgotten bill. I mean, what we would recommend for customers is you get hold of your phone bills, actually pore over the detail of it, because you'd be surprised at the areas where your bills are actually mounting up on things like 0870 calls or mobile calls. I mean, there are certain steps that you can take, so you could switch to a provider that offers free, inclusive 0870 calls, or you could even think about, if you're on a contract mobile phone call, actually those calls are much, much cheaper to make through your existing mobile rather than using your landline.
Now think about things like perhaps direct debiting, but also bundling. When you get all these packages together, do they always work out better?
I mean, bundling can save you around £200 a month. There are significant discounts if you're willing to take a triple play where you take your broadband, your home phone, your digital TV from one provider. I mean, obviously, as you say about direct debit, that can save up to £5 a month.
Now, with savings of that nature for bundling, you do wonder what the catch is.
I mean, invariably, they tend to have a longer contract, so you need to watch out for that kind of thing. And you also need to be aware of, you also need to really dig down into the detail of it, so how much your pence per minute calls. You could pay up to 30 pence a minute for some calls to mobiles from a landline.
Now, what about switching? Because we always say you should switch your utility provider. Should we be thinking about the same when it comes to home landlines?
I mean, switching your home landline is one of the easiest switches you can do. I mean, there's a package from Primus which costs £9.15 a month, and that compares favourably with a sort of standard line rental charge of £11.50. I mean, that will save you £30, and that will take you just 2 weeks. You don't change your phone number, so it's very easy for the customer.
OK, Michael, very useful. Thank you very much for coming in. We do have some of Michael's top tips. Do an audit of your landline use. If you work all day, it might actually make sense to sign up to a package which offers free evening and weekend calls.
And know what's available as part of your mobile phone contract. Make sure you use all of your free minutes on your mobile deal.
And if you use broadband, look at bundling your landline and broadband together. Remember, Michael said you could save hundreds.
OK, let's bring